Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. If not, um, it's okay. It's all right. This too shall pass. And I am saying extra, extra, extra love and light your way. Just know that, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And, you know, the things that we go through are temporary, right? These are all phases. And just like we have seasons with the weather, we have seasons of life. So, sometimes some of us, we may be in our winter season right now, but, after winter comes spring. So, just figure out what it is that you're supposed to be learning in this season and what you're supposed to be doing. And if you don't know, just pray about it. All right. So, anyways, I had a download that I wanted to share, and I guess that's kind of like similar to what I just said. But the download that I got is to trust God, because it's like some of us, we go through things, and we experience stuff, and we start getting frustrated, and we're like, okay, I've been praying, God, where you at? It's like, God, why are you allowing some of these things to happen? And it's like, as hard as that may seem to believe, God allows certain things to happen because he's using it as a tool to develop us. So it's like, someone might be like, well, God, why would you allow this person to cross me like that? Why would you allow them to betray me like that? Well, first of all, we all have free will, so we can do what we want. And of course, God can always step in and block something, but God allows this to happen because that particular experience, it's it's meant to teach us something. It's meant to help us evolve, to see things differently, to detach. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes certain things to happen in order to pull out a certain version of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's like God knows there's a version there's a lot of versions in us, but I guess right now there's a version of us that's trying to emerge, right? And God already knows this. He knows this version is inside of us, but we don't know it. Like, we just know the current version of us, who we are right now. And for some of us, it's a little harder to kind of think outside the box, or just to see things differently, or just do things a different way than what we know, right? But it's like once we go through certain experiences, it expands our minds. And sometimes, when we go through stuff, it's it changes our lives, right? And some of us, we may feel like, well, I put so much time and effort into this, or, I put so much energy into this. I did that. I gave this person this much and that much. And, why would God put me in this situation, or allow me to get in this situation? But for each of us, it's different. Like, it's different lessons. Some of us, we're meant to learn self-respect, self-love. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, we some of the tests, right, or some of the courses, I guess you could say, the courses that we go through or take, they come with people that don't respect us, people that don't genuinely love us, people that's not for us, right? But through that experience, right, through them doing that, or just being them, right, being used as puppets by the Most High to serve us that lesson, right? Through that experience, we learn to lean on our own selves. We learn to love ourselves. We learn to value ourselves, right? It's like we certain things that we're not going to accept. After you go through a certain experience, right, it opens your eyes up to the world, how people are, but most importantly to yourself. Like it may be things about yourself that you may not have even realized. It took this certain person to bring this part of you to the surface, right? And that was the point of that whole experience, right? It's to make you aware of yourself, but then you go through these things because a new version of you is meant to come out of that experience. So, you know, like I said, we might be saying like, God, where you at? Where you at? Like I'm going through this, and but the whole time God is like right there with you, right? But you know, the teachers don't talk during tests. They're quiet, right? It's up to you to figure out how to solve the problem with the test. And if it's an emergency or if it's something like where you getting off track or something, God will intervene, right? But other than that, it's like you have to learn that lesson. You have to come to that realization on your own. That way it sticks with you. It's easy for people to say, oh, just love yourself, or just you got to value yourself, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to genuinely feel that way, to genuinely embrace that, like genuinely love yourself. It's two different things. Talking about it, people saying you should do this, and actually experiencing it. You know what I'm saying? And these experiences that you go through, that's what they're meant to do. It's meant to give you that part where you're experiencing it. Like you're not hearing that. I mean, people are going to say that anyways, like, oh, value yourself. But it's like through this experience, you learn to value yourself. You're like, I'm not putting up with that. I remember I put up with this before when I was this version of myself, you know what I'm saying? But I'm no longer that version. That experience taught me some lessons, right? So now I have boundaries. Like I know what to do going forward. And now that I value myself more, I'm going to attract people, situations, and circumstances that also value me, right? And that's another reason why God sits back and just lets us, go through these tests, because like I said, this is something that we have to embody on a deeper level, right? On a subconscious level, energetic level, because the universe responds to our energy. So it's like whatever that energy is inside of you, that's what the universe responds to. It doesn't matter what you show to the world, what you say, whatever vibration that you're on, the universe is going to respond to you with people, situations, and circumstances on that same vibration, right? So God wants you to really learn the lesson, implement it, right? So that it can change your energy. It can change your vibration. Once you go through these lessons and you start actually valuing yourself, your vibration is going to go up, right? So that's why you have to really go through these tests and actually learn the lesson. And the way that you know if you learn the lesson is if you keep going through the same thing over and over, that means you're not learning the lesson. There's something that you're not picking up. There's something that you're not seeing. And if that's the case, just pray about it. Just be like, God, what am I not seeing? What am I missing? Reveal it to me, because I'm tired of taking this test over and over again. God is not going to just give you an answer, because once again, if you don't actually, like I said, embody that energy, then it's whatever energy you have inside of you, that's what you're going to attract. Things that have similar energy. So learn the lesson. Learn the lesson so that you can heal, be on a higher vibration. The more things that you let go of, the lighter you feel, right? But just know that God is with you. Like God been with you. God never left. It's just that, we're spiritual beings having a physical experience on this earth plane. So, when we decided to I guess, come here into physical form, right? There's rules to be on this earth plane. There's spiritual laws that you got to abide by. It's rules, right? So we got to abide by those rules. And, and that's why God doesn't intervene, because once again, we have free will. So anytime if you are feeling stuck, ask for help. Like when you're taking a test or whatever, you can still ask the teacher for help. You can still, raise your hand like, hey, I need a little bit of clarity on this, right? Still ask God for help. Talk to God, like ask for help, but just know that, it's up to you. You got to save yourself. You're the hero. And like I said, God already knows that this version of you is already there. He's just waiting on you to realize it. You know what I'm saying? So he's just sitting back looking at you like, I know they can save themselves. Like, I know this. They have all the tools. It's just, once again, they just got to believe it. So anyways, this was just a quick message. Yeah, for those of y'all, if you're going through a tough time right now, just stay up, stay lifted, stay prayed up. This is like the most important time right now to stay close to God. Like, you don't have to do anything extravagant. Just, you talk to God like you talk to one of your friends. That's what I be doing. So I don't know if I be getting too comfortable sometimes. I be like, God, they got me messed up. I'm like, God, I don't know who they think they talking to. No, but for real, yeah, just stay connected to God, and you'll be able to get to the finish line. Like you got what it takes. All right, so stay prayed up, stay blessed up, don't give up. Okay, stay in the race, and I'll catch y'all in another video. Peace, love, and light.